Hello, and welcome again to my workshop. The last few programs that I've run, I've noticed that my router has been losing control of the RPM. It's supposed to be constant speed RPM, and I suspect that the soft start module on this particular router, this Makita router, is probably getting ready to die. So it's given me a couple of clues, and I think I'm going to go in and try to address that issue before it just takes a dump on me altogether and just stops. So, especially in the middle of a run. So that's what we'll do today. Is we'll tear into the router, see if we can swap out that, not necessarily swap out, I should say, but remove the soft start module, hardwire it direct, and see if we can run it that way. I think it should be pretty straightforward. I guess we're going to find out. So let's get into it. Okay, well, let's give it a go. You'll probably notice my big heavy coat or jacket. It's a little bit chilly out here in the shop today, so yeah, I have to dress accordingly. Cold weather and I just don't get along anymore. So we have 3 screws holding the top of this router on. And yes, before any of the safety police jump up and down on me, the router is disconnected, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, that's all straightforward. So let's see, what do we have here? I have the off-on switch. I have the speed control module, soft start. This is constant speed router, and various connections. So I guess the best thing to do is just get in there, start unhooking, and see what we've got. So, all right. Power switch. Ground wire over here I can take off. And it definitely helps if you have a magnetized screwdriver. That bit is not magnetized, darn it. So I have to be real careful with that one there, not to drop it down any into the deep recesses there where I have to go fishing for it. I don't want to disassemble this any more than I have to. Black wire. White wire. It looks like when they put this together at the factory, there's got a couple of pretty good crimps. Like perhaps the wires were shoved a little deeper than they should have been and ended up being pinched. Alright, so I tell you what, I think this whole tray will come up if I can get this white wire out of the way. Alright. Eureka. So I have ground, motor, by golly, I think I can get rid of all of it. Let's see. Oh, mercy, I should have a black wire going down to the motor. There's white, there's black. Different size wire. take the cable tie off. Okay, so I'm thinking ground can stay ground. Yeehaw. I think I can take this, disconnect this little white wire off the module. And this module, by the way, the reason that I'm going to try to replace, take this out and run it direct, this module is $65. And for another $100 I could buy another router. So I'm really torn at spending $65 for this versus spending a few extra dollars and getting the whole thing. So I'm thinking that I can just, this wire's really stiff and it's been hot. So let's see, I should be able to tie these two together and leave that one and that one go. I think it'll work. Can't anymore blow up. So let me see if I can find a pair of wire cutters. All right. Now I think we'll just snip this wire here. Leave it long enough so if I push comes to shove, I absolutely have to put it back on, I can put it back on. And let's see. Black to white, white to black. Not too much of a temporary fix right there. That cord's plenty long. I can afford to lose a little bit of wire there. So strip a little of this off. Put my ground screw back on. Magnetize that bit here before I go too much farther, I think. Okay. I mean, you know, what can you happen? Shoot. Catch it on fire, worst thing. So, all right, well, let's give it a try, see what happens. Okay, well, it's back together. What I did was I hooked white to black, just took a wire nut and some electrical insulation tape and taped it together temporarily for the moment. This will be step one in preparation for installing my Super PID, of which I do not have everything around for. So this is only temporary. I snipped the extra little white wire off of the line, and again, that is just simply insulated with a piece of electrical tape, double wrapped. It should be fine. It's all in plastic over here, so I don't see it coming into contact with any metal parts. And of course the switch. Let's put it together. Cover goes back on. 3 screws that we removed earlier. Those are some fine threads. Not real sure what the pitch on those threads are, but it has to be a lot. All right, and let there be power. Let's turn it on and see what she does. Hopefully we don't get any sparks. Eureka. It runs. All right, good deal. And believe it or not, it's just as loud as it ever was. So I think that job was well worth the little bit of effort it took. And again, it prepped for my Super PID that I'll be installing probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm still accumulating pieces and parts for that, so that'll be next video. So thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. And until next time, bye-bye.